Okay, we're back with another episode of Rigged NFL Week 5 edition. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. And in case you ain't ready on the ticker below, we got the Discord link available now. It's in the comments, not the comment section, the description. It's in the community tab. We're getting it popping over there. So if you ain't joined, click the link below. But yeah, Big D, I ain't forget because I know you've been on my head about that shit. But yeah, man, this week 5 was something, and it started off crazy on Thursday. We had Kirk Chains going for 509 yards, throwing a game-winning touchdown, breaking Matt Ryan's single-game Falcons record for yardage as a quarterback. The same day they inducted Matt Ryan. How convenient. Obviously, Tampa Bay didn't make any efforts in trying to tackle, I forgot the dude's name, for the touchdown. I think number 12. Well, the New York Jets, they suck. They fired their coach. Aaron Rodgers pulled the LeBron James. Nathaniel Hackett's still there. Still there. It's not like Saleh's the one making those throws or not making them, because we saw a lot of bad back shoulder throws, blatant interceptions late in the game for Aaron Rodgers. And I mean, the Vikings gave him every chance in the world to actually win that game, but the Jets obviously wasn't in the cards for them to win. Like I said, they still going to be this 9-8, 8-9 average-ass team. The Dolphins, they got an ugly win in New England. No, really not much to talk about there. New England had one final chance to score. Miami should have ran that shit out on their last possession. But New England had another chance to score. They made it close by getting them close to the red zone, if not in the red zone. But it failed. The Bears beat the shit out the Panthers. No surprise there. And the thumbnail game, we're going to get to that in a second. Let me get some of these comments. So give the Giants some respect and love. Isaiah Simmons. Debo, that poor Seahawks kicker. I'll never get the Giants respect until they above 500. What's good, Jose? What's good? Great one. Nigga said roll Tampa. There we go. So Josh Allen he's going to be another Phillip Rivers. Ironic, same number 17. They're going to make Diggs win a ring before retirement, like how they got Odell a ring. Hey, that'd be the ultimate troll move. That'd be hilarious. That would be way too fucking funny. And you know what's funny about Josh Allen is the fact that his own peers say he overrated. We ain't talking about the media, because the media give him passes and shit. But his own peers voted him the most overrated. Never forget that shit. Anyone who got that Lamar slander, whether it be Mahomes slander, Burrow slander, never forget that Josh Allen's own peers called him overrated. His own fucking peers. Let that sink in. I ain't never heard no defensive player say, Josh Allen, he's tough to game plan. No one says that shit. But no, back to the Bills game. Really, Houston and Buffalo really should have went to overtime. But for some crazy scripted ass reason, McDermott decides, hey, let's pass the ball 4 times in a row. Let's just pass it so we give Houston more time to kick this field goal. Mind you, they're deep in their own territory. I'm talking like within their own 10 deep. And they end up punting the ball. Houston gets around their own, around 50 or so. Couple plays later, boom, you in prime position for a long field goal. I want to say it was a 59-yard field goal. And I was talking to Derek in our group text, and he was talking about how the kick looked funky. Like, it looked like he was about to go. It looked like it was finna miss for a second, but then, thanks to some magnetism, that shit went in. And Houston ended up winning the game. Diggs got his revenge. Josh Allen looked like a fool sitting on the ground. And social media went ablaze talking about how this is the worst game management in history. And I'm thinking, did you forget Kyle Shanahan in the Super Bowl 28-3? Just saying. This is up there, though. But it was comical as hell seeing that happen when it should have been overtime. Just run the ball. That's all you have to fucking do. Dang, y'all get it popping already. Chiefs Vikings Super Bowl, only undefeated teams left. I highly doubt the Vikings make it to the Super Bowl. Playoffs for sure. Yeah. I don't know if you're in the Discord, because I don't know, some people's names be different. But yeah, I saw someone mention that in the Discord saying that the Bills and Jets both gonna be 3-3. Is this my updated one? No, it's not. Gonna be 3-3. So the New York Eagles 33. And usually whenever a team ends up winning a game or ends up winning a game right after they fire the coach or right after they bench a quarterback, it's usually that emotional win. So I can see that. And then the Jets gonna suck dick again. So Diggs not winning with the Texans. I highly doubt the Texans win a Super Bowl anytime soon. I say eventually they'll make it to a Super Bowl, but to win one, it's gonna be a hot little minute. Josh Allen's a more athletic version of Big Ben. No, he's no, we'd had this discussion before. He's really he's a white Cam Newton. He's a white Cam Newton. I really can't think of anyone right now in the NFL who would be like a Big Ben type. Because what's up, Damon? Because Big Ben was more of like, he was like a big dude. It was just hard to bring him down. Josh Allen's faster than Big Ben. I don't know any quarterback right now. Just looking through the teams who got like a big ass quarterback like that. That's just really hard to bring down, like a Big Ben, like a polar bear type. And I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see any. Then again, that's not even really the prototypical quarterback type anymore. The Bengals might be done. Nigga, they cooked. They are cooked. I don't care what nobody say. The Bengals are cooked, dog. Joe Burrow over here doing all these rituals and shit just so he can get into fashion. But they cooked. Carr threw that pick right to the defender. Yeah, the Monday night game. I forgot the white dude's name. Mason Tipton, number 84. Carr had a deep ball in the fourth quarter. Tipton could have easily caught this motherfucker because he had the defender beating everything. And then when he was leaping out, he let the ball go clean through his arms. He could have just cradled it, caught it. They'd have been good, but he let it go clean through his arms. Yeah, and I heard he got escorted too. Oh shit, that's funny. That is funny. Oh shit, I'm trying to put the scores up. There we go. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask Dell about that either on the show or whenever I call him or something. I'm gonna ask him about that shit. Like, hey man, how you feel about your Jets, dog? Because like I said, man, this goes back to last year with the Jets, man. This is funny. This is like an ongoing saga. It's like a WWE storyline. Chiefs Vikings Super Bowl. I think Jets are locked this week. Every time a team fires the coach mid-season, they almost always win the next game. Panthers after Frank Wright, correct. Raiders with AP. Hey, man, you ain't lying. Cleveland got destroyed. This might be the last time I pick Cleveland for a long time. Unless they play the Giants, I ain't picking Cleveland for a little minute, dog. Like, that shit was over before it started. Like, it was, maybe the second quarter? And that game got way out of hand. Social media, YouTube, everybody is destroying Deshaun Watson. It's actually kind of comical. I know Derek is somewhere like having a field day looking at this shit. But yeah, the upcoming matchup, I will say this is the only pick I will say on here. They are playing the Ravens. The Ravens are currently, Jesus Christ, 3-2. Washington 4-1. I'm just thinking off the top of my head when I see this. This is one of them games where the Ravens win it. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be both quarterbacks running touchdowns. It's gonna be a shootout. Probably a lot of points. But both teams could be 4-2. 42. Two black quarterbacks. You get what I'm getting at. But that's the most anticipated game I got for Week 6. The announcers are sick of the NFL sloppy officiating of last night's game. I mean, the thing about it is, for one, it's the Chiefs. So it's like not even a secret anymore that the Chiefs get all this beneficial help more than any other team in the NFL. And it's not even debatable about, like, if you look at which teams get the most help from referees and shit, Kansas City, not even fucking close. I don't give a fuck if you say it's scripted. I don't give a fuck. They clearly get more help than any other team. It's the same way the Patriots were when they had Brady. And it's to the point the announcers can't even cap for him. Maybe Tony Romo's, his Mahomes glazing ass could probably cap a little bit. But you can't even hide the shit anymore. The common fan can see it. The media's ready to bash Lamar if they would have lost off him fumbling that snap. I thought they was finna lose when I saw that shit too. I was like, so they did all of this build up just so these niggas would lose in overtime. Ain't this some shit? But no, the Bengals decided we what we gonna do? We just gonna try to do a whole bunch of stupid shit. We just gonna run it and not really get shit. That's it. We're not really gonna help our kicker getting closer range. The holder, the rookie punter, he botched the snap on some Tony Romo shit. Obviously, McPherson shanked the living hell out of it. One play later, Derrick Henry 50-something yards, game-winning field goal. Justin Tucker chip shot. It's better than an extra point at this rate. It's better than an extra point. Man, you love to see it. You love to see it. Makes me forget about that Tennessee game. Texas can't win the Super Bowl because they have a black quarterback. They got a black head coach, too. Let's not forget that. It'll be regular season darlings like the Ravens, Bills, and them boys. You love to see the win the Super Bowl if it was actually real. Team in purple, not named Minnesota. What's good, Malone? Appreciate it. Hey, man, listen. I'm telling you that after like 1 year, it's kind of cool with Greg Roman, but then it wears on you because you see the same shit over and over. He gonna call them same 3 fucking plays. And it's worse if your quarterback can really run like that. Commanders and Chiefs in the Super Bowl would be funny as hell. If that did happen, it'd be funny if the Commies won. Doubt it though, because Daniels is a rookie, but that would be comical. Bro, not gonna be happy next game facing that mean Giants defense. That was never a thing, dog. Joe Burrow winning, that was never a fucking thing. Because the biggest thing about it was they knew they tried to jump on this shit early. If you've seen how vicious Vegas has been in the first 6 weeks of the season, 5 weeks of the season, with like the crazy upsets and nonsensical bullshit, they are really trying to jump on top of shit now. Especially after they did all them scripted commercials, which I don't even think they do those anymore. They did them all last year, and now they don't do them, which is super funny. They should have kept running with that shit, to be honest. But you see the fact they know that Twitter's going to be buzzing about it because it's in New Orleans. He went to LSU. He won there, blah, 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 blah. So they got to kill that shit quick. And you got to think about the people in the offseason who might have hammered the Bengals to actually do something to make it a deep run or go to the Super Bowl. Where does Adams go? Shit, I mean, since the Jets is Aaron Rodgers' team, apparently he the GM now, apparently. I'll say the Jets. If not them, dark horse, the Saints. As a dark horse, though. Someone said the Ravens. Devontae ain't trying to do all that blocking. The Ravens is a run-first team. Ravens are cheap. The only way they get Devontae Adams if he is like 40 years old and clean out of his prime. That's the only time Ravens get big-name receivers. Imagine Ravens, Commanders, Super Bowl. I'd love to see that shit. I would love to see that shit. All-out Maryland Super Bowl. That 2024 run for the Bengals. To age like milk, you ain't capping, bro. You ain't capping. Yeah. Until they pay off all that money. Yeah. I think the NFL has to build up a dominant team to go against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So you're looking for whoever the 1 seed in the NFC. That's a Super Bowl team finishing 13-4 or 14-3. Or, like they did with the Patriots, they used a team that wasn't that dominant. They used a team that just skated into the playoffs. They just barely made it to Giants twice. But mainly the first time because the Patriots were undefeated. And it was the ultimate underdog story in the Super Bowl. So I'll be looking at a team that might have just skated by, who might skate by. Excuse me. So, what's my favorite movies to watch around Halloween time? I'm more of like a Chucky dude myself. Like Chucky, I don't really care for Halloween. Jason, I don't know, for some reason that Jason X movie. I don't know, I guess it was different. And classic Freddy Krueger. So remember, the fuck? Remember the Commanders used to be the Redskins, facts. So them facing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl would make a lot of sense to Native American teams, and the Commanders could go back to being called the Redskins. Because again, they've gone back and forth with that shit. Dude. Are we gonna be the Redskins? Are we gonna be the football team? Are we gonna be the Commanders? They don't know. So that's possible. I think it's a safe bet an NFC team will win. Damn. The NFC team will win the winning. What the fuck? Oh, win the Super Bowl. Don't see the AFC winning it 3 years. I agree. Yeah. So yeah, we talked about. Oh yeah, the Jags won their game on Trevor Lawrence's 25th birthday. Had his best game of the season. 25th birthday. Gus Bradley, D coordinator for the coach, just so happened to be a former Jags head coach. Go figure. And they almost tried to do the Joe Flacco hero shit. But I do expect, as long as IR 15 is still hurt or whatever, they gonna try to push that Joe Flacco shit. Like, the Colts gonna get hot at some point with Joe Flacco. Do they make the playoffs? Maybe, maybe not. But they love pushing that because he's 39, and it's a good feel good story. And it's an easy one too. Because like he already got a Super Bowl on his resume, so they can sprinkle that onto the little story too. I already saw that. You ain't know college football is rigged until I posted it. You thought at least that would be real. We can't. Yeah, man. Like, well, college football, I'll say this. There are points within the drives where not every single play is scripted or whatever like that. But your scoring plays, oh, most definitely. When teams making comebacks and, oh, yeah, for sure. That's like not every college player going to come into or whoever gets recruited who starts off as like a redshirt freshman or freshman off rip going to know that it's scripted. And then they start seeing a little funny shit the coaches do that don't make sense. And then they start catching on. Saying dominant team because the average fan is just going to look at the records and bet on the Chiefs to win, especially since they will be the favorites. That 25 equals death. What's going on with the Niners, they asked for some reasons, because they got all their key players being hit with the injury bug at some point in the year. It's that simple. And on top of it, they've been on top of that division for what? Feels like a decade at this point, really, but like 4 or 5 years or so. So yeah, it's time to shift the power a little bit. Seattle's always kind of been there ever since Pete Carroll took over. But yeah, it's really down to them. Arizona's in second place right now. But I don't have high expectations for them right now. But yeah, it's just one of the things. You've been to the Super Bowl, what, three times, NFC Championship game, what, 4 or 5 times. Time for somebody else to do it. Time for somebody else to go. Time for another team to have all the power. Remember when the Eagles was going to like 4 straight NFC Championship games and they went to the Super Bowl, lost, and then they didn't go for a little minute? Same shit. Think Shedeur gonna be a Raider next year? Oh, Lord have mercy. He gonna hate it. Said Brandon Staley happened to the Niners. Oh, shit. That's funny. If you notice, every time there's a penalty call that's against the player that wears number 33 last night for Mahomes, he threw a 33-yard pass to Worthy. PI happened, no flag called. Yeah, that's like the Cincy game. It was dumbass 33. Think Pack, Lions, and Vikings all get in. It's possible. I mean, they've done it before. Okay, so yeah, Ravens. Yeah, I mentioned the Ravens game already about to come back, and the Bengals had two, not one but two double-digit leads in the fourth quarter, and they had a 74% chance of winning that game in the fourth quarter, which is insane that they didn't win it. But hey, Bengals gonna bungle. Said Burrow and Hurts look like they be tired of selling out. They be looking devastated on the sideline. Motherfuckers know they wrong. Yeah, because you got to realize they still, at the end of the day, they still are competitors, whether it's real or fake. There's still a part of them that's going to want to win. Like when Patrick Mahomes has to start losing games in the playoffs, you think he going to be happy about that shit? Hell no. It feels way better to win some shit than it does to lose some shit. So, yeah. And you think about someone who plays for, I'm trying to think of, say someone who plays for the Cardinals. They say they play for like a playoff team every year. Then they go to Arizona and they go on like 6-11 and shit every year. You gonna be like, damn, this shit suck. I miss playing in the playoffs, but nah, I'm over here winning 6 games and shit. We out in the middle of the fucking desert. Friend of yours got a scholarship at West Virginia. Them gonna play in Kentucky. He gonna see that it's all scripted. He was gonna tell him it's fake, but you don't want to crush his dreams. Yeah, I keep that one to myself. And then I'll only bring it up if he said, "Hey, yo, Adrian, there's some funny shit going on with the coach. They're doing some weird shit." Then I'd bring it on to him, but not out the gate. Say Joe Flacco gonna have that Kurt Warner storyline. I don't see him going back to the Super Bowl again. To be honest with you, like sure they'll like to tease it and all that shit. I don't see it. The nigga 39, bro. I do not see it. And he ain't even on the right team to do that shit. The Colts ain't finna go no goddamn Super Bowl anytime soon. Flacco looking like Fitz. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Nah, bro. He was better than Fitzmagic. Nah. And Fitzmagic was like a 1-year thing. Chiefs have won the AFC West for almost 10 years in a row. Sounds like the Patriots. Can't wait for their downfall. It's going to be in a couple years, I promise you. Don't you worry. It's going to be in a couple fucking years. So I see the Chargers playing the Ravens in the playoffs. They definitely would do something like that. It's not out of the realm of possibility, get a Harbaugh rematch. Think about the year they played in the Super Bowl. They played on, what was that, Thanksgiving in the regular season, and they ended up playing in the Super Bowl. So they could very well do that shit and run that storyline. But I do see the Ravens playing the Bills at some point. Whether it be, the Ravens get a wild card against the Chargers, beat them, play the Bills, lose, or some shit like that. The games feel so boring rehearsed. It's even hard to watch now. For me, it really depends on the game I'm watching, and how they script it out. If it's something where it's like a high-scoring game, I'm cool with that. I don't like super low-scoring games. That shit is boring as fuck to me. Give me like a 35-31 type of game. Or shit, I really don't even like the games where it be like the first 3 quarters be pretty slow, a lot of defense, not a whole lot of offense in the fourth quarter. Magically, everybody scoring quick as hell. That's the shit that do kind of irritate me. I'd rather just be consistent throughout the whole game. So we just now witnessing the Patriots' downfall. Chiefs' downfall won't happen until Mahomes leaves. Nah, bro, I'm telling you. He not finna go out here and win 7 Super Bowls and shit like Brady or those 6. I say he stops at 4. He got 1 more in him. That's it. And that might be some shit they gonna wait later down the line for that last Super Bowl. Just so he goes on some send-off shit. Like, hey, he still went out on top type thing. But I'm telling you, it's not gonna be, when I say downfall, it's not like they gonna go 5-12 and 6-11. They still gonna be a playoff team. They're just gonna be losing to them teams they was beating all the time. So it's very soon. I promise you, it's very soon. So people forget the Patriots, even when they was going to the playoffs all them years of Brady, after he won, what was it, the first 3? I don't remember if it's 3 or 4. They went on that little drought. They had a 10-year drought where they didn't do shit. At least not in the playoffs. So how about them Giants? Yeah, man, the Giants ended up beating Seattle. Build up some hype. Who they play week 6? They played Cincinnati. That's right. And that's a Monday night football game. Excuse me, Sunday night football game. That's crazy. Sunday night, the Giants host a game. Monday night, the Jets host a game. That is something. That is something. Maybe some of both of them won, too. The Jets supposed to be tough since they represent NYC. Man, Jets been shit since Mark Sanchez left. Appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate the super chat. What you got? The humiliation ritual of Nick Saban is the best, especially after this weekend. With his comment about Vandy being the SEC bitch. Vandy's the SEC bitch. So he ain't lying, bro. And Kalen DeBoer lost that whole fucking locker room. I ain't gonna say locker room, but he don't keep a type shit like Nick Saban did. That's clear as day. That is super clear. And I mean, I knew that was gonna happen. That Hill ain't winning shit with the Dolphins? Of course not. Dolphins haven't won a playoff game since 2000. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I was like looking that shit up. I was like, what? That is insane. All them times they've been to the playoffs, they ain't won shit since 2000. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything else, Blackbird. They'll be giving him smelling sauce to fix his concussion. Shit, bro. They wide receiver core depleted too. And they got away with that Keon Coleman touchdown in that game against Houston. He stepped out of bounds twice. It was like red zone showed a replay of it. You see like the back heel touched out of bounds. And then it was like the front heel when he was like maybe 10 yards further. Not front heel, excuse me, like one of his pinky toe, what the fuck. Touched out of bounds. Like barely grazed out of bounds. And they didn't review it or anything. But don't be surprised if Joe gets PTSD from the Giants defense on this upcoming weekend. Hey, man, I'm still not going to pick them just because. But I really wouldn't be surprised if the niggas lost. Cincinnati, that is. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost. Man, stop. No, he'll never be that. Broncos might be slowly taking over the AFC West. I don't know about taking over, but they get that wild card spot because they are quietly on a little winning streak. Quietly, they got a white cornerback out there balling out and shit. But yeah, quietly. Who got won an NBA championship this year? Boston with a repeat. Unless I see some crazy shit, unless a nigga like Jason Tatum and Brown get hurt or some shit, yeah, I don't see anyone beating Boston. Which team makes the AFC Championship game? Texans, Bills, or Ravens? Honestly, I've seen enough Chiefs because I assume the Chiefs gonna make it. I've seen enough Chiefs and Bills playoff games. We don't need any more. I wouldn't mind seeing another Ravens one. That's just me saying as a Ravens fan. But yo, hey, Texans, that'd be nice. Texans, that would be a nice little matchup. Because I want to say they haven't been to an AFC Championship game before. Because their matchup with Mahomes when they had D. Waddy was a divisional game. He was a sophomore in high school. Damn. I think I might have been a sophomore too. What's good, Big Pontiac, the OG in the building? Yeah, you saw that too with Keon Coleman. He said, we need you, Solid. We need you, nigga. Hey, that's crazy though. They escorted him out of the building. That is wild. Oh shit, I ain't talking about the Packers. Yeah, speaking of my Super Bowl dark horse. Yeah, so the Packers, they had aggressive play calling on their last drive. Passing when they should have been running. And the running was working, mind you. And the Rams had one final chance. They kept hinting at Matt Stafford with, he had 45 career comeback drives or game-winning drive, excuse me. And it looked like they was finna get another one. I'm like, oh shit, don't do it. Don't let this nigga score. And they fell short in very Detroit Lions fashion instead of Rams fashion. And that's the thing about the Rams and those. Anytime Matt Stafford, if you got Matt Stafford, that game's finna go down to the wire. It don't matter how depleted that team is. They gonna be within one possession. And they gonna make sure it's almost to the point where they can win a game. Specifically if you got Matt Stafford with the Rams. Damn. Just down bad, man. I don't know who worse, them or the Browns. Because the Browns in a real shit position. Especially paying $230 to Deshaun Watson. And he clearly don't give a fuck. So the Celtics, Nuggets, Boston will win with 70. Boston is not winning 74 games, dog. We talked about this already. Think Kyle Shanahan gonna be like Andy Reid and win a Super Bowl once he leaves? It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a hot little minute for him. That y'all a playoff team. Hey, slow down. I'd chill out. I would slow the fuck down. Y'all are what? 2-3? Yeah, 2-3. Bottom of the division. I'd slow the fuck down. I'd chill out. I'd pump the brakes a whole lot. You still got who at quarterback. Yeah, I got a video about that. The World Series is going to be interesting. Pete Rose dies, who's known as the guy who gambled, didn't make it to the Hall of Fame. There's a gambling narrative going on with baseball. Don't forget Ohtani, before the season, his little translator was caught with that gambling shit too. Don't forget that. And then Ohtani talking about, I ain't know about it. Nigga, please. If you got a translator with you spend a good amount of time with him. You know some shit happening. But the NFL introduced a new rivalry like the Texans versus the Chiefs. I'd rather see that over the Bills. That's for shit show. And I mean, if you think about it, since Mahomes is like the face of the league, he's the top guy, you got to build up new rivalries. Just think about WWE when John Cena had that Super Cena run. They had him and Orton for a while, which was a hell of a feud. Him and CM Punk. It was kind of short-lived because they fucked it up, but him and Nexus, Wade Barrett-ish, if you want to throw that in there. Who else Cena have a feud with during that era? I'm forgetting somebody. Him and Batista, him and The Rock. Thank you. Him and The Rock. So you need to switch it up a little bit. It just can't be him and Josh Allen, especially if Tony Romo calling the game, because we don't need him busting and shit every time they throw a pass. But I don't see it right now. I think they play this year, so however that game goes, if it gets extra chippy and they make a big deal about it, you can see the rivalry that way. A-Rod, the reason the coach got fired, apparently the head coach was gonna demote Hackett, which is Aaron's guy. But Aaron said, nah, you gone. Yeah, man, he really is like the LeBron of football now. Talking about someone who won't take accountability, throwing teammates under the bus. Yeah, and people seeing through that shit with him. 23-34, 234 passing yards. Giants just need a physical secondary and get more firepower on offense and get that O-line solid. Have more veterans for the locker room to keep their young Bulls focused because they defense straight. That's what I was thinking too. You can only see the Packers and Lions going to the Super Bowl this year. They have the most complete teams, you think. I'm still saying the Packers. The thing about the Lions, bro, I said as far as they going to go was what they did last year. That's it. Playoffs, yeah. But last year, that was their Super Bowl. That lead at halftime against Niners, that was their Super Bowl victory. No, I don't. That's shit. That's funny as fuck. Cena Edge, that was another one. Thank you. So y'all gonna beat the Bengals ass? I'm trying to think. Y'all ain't play. Yeah, y'all already played the Browns. Never mind. But no, that'd be funny if y'all beat the Bengals. I ain't gonna hold you. Mahomes has to pass the torch shortly, and Stroud is the only candidate. They got a black coach, man. You know, like Mahomes, he got a fat white dude as a coach, and Stroud, sure he mixed, but he got a nigga coach. So don't forget that shit. What's good? Who's that? Who's that? I just saw it. Dez, what's up? What's up with you? Two TDs, passer rating 109.6. That's my quarterback. I need to find that shit because that shit's hilarious. Imagine the Jets hire Urban Meyer. Holy shit. Hey, you think Aaron Rodgers hated Salah and all that shit now? Oh, if they got Urban Meyer, that's gonna be a whole mess. I think that'd be a bigger mess than Bronny James with the Lakers. Like that would be, oh my god. Like, hey, that's some comedy right there. That would be some comedy. They'd probably have a fist fight between each other. I think the three-piece trap. I mean, you got to realize a lot of these players' dads played in the league, and NBA and NFL, obviously, and a lot of them ended up sleeping with white women. So you do the math. That's simple math right there. So it is what it is. Yeah, Gardner Johnson was talking all that shit. Well, he's still talking shit to this day. Hey, you know what's funny? I think someone mentioned in Discord. The Royals and the Chiefs both won yesterday. Same day. And you know, usually, like when one team does good in a certain area, another team does good in that area as well. I mean, shit. Granted, neither team won. The Phillies going to the World Series a few years ago. Eagles going to the Super Bowl. 2020 Lakers with that bullshit bubble shit. Dodgers winning the World Series. So you know how that shit go. Tampa, Lightning, Buccaneers. So it ain't far fetched. Not at all. Patriots beating the LA Rams. Red Sox beating the LA Dodgers same year. Or same seasons. The NFL don't care about black coach. That's why it's only been two to win. Two head coaches to win. That'd be nice, but I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Two undefeated teams got buys coming up this week. Sure do. Then you got the Rams and you got the Dolphins on buys. Okay, yeah, random stat. I was watching Red Zone. They always got these random nuggets on Red Zone. So Pat Surtain II, who wears number 2, had his second career game where he had 2 interceptions. You talk about just mockery right there. Just pure mockery. That was literally the only thing I wrote about that Raiders game, besides Gardner Minshew getting benched. Like, that shit funny. And you know what? I'm starting to fuck with the Broncos a little bit, man. Like, that ain't my team or nothing, but hey, it's cool seeing the Broncos finally be good after like 10 years. But we'll see how long this lasts. Cause I want to say there was like this last year when they had Russ, and when they had a chance to go to the playoffs, they lost to the Patriots and fucked it off. Burrow got you 33. The nigga had 5 TDs. It's great. Statistically, Burrow's doing good. The team is just, the defense ain't doing shit. They cooked. Do I think they'll repeat the 07 Pat script? Chiefs go undefeated and lose? Hell no. I think they're going to lose before that. I think even if they did that, it would raise too many flags. Because there's so many parallels. I was just thinking about this the other day with Mahomes and Brady. Let's see. They both played NFC South teams in the Super Bowl before. Mahomes played the Bucks. Ironically, Brady was on that team. Brady played the Falcons. They both played the NFC West team twice. Brady with the St. Louis Rams / LA Rams. Mahomes with the Niners twice. They both played the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Mahomes won the first. It'd be something if the Eagles won their second Super Bowl against Mahomes later down the line. But there's a lot of parallels with them. The back-to-back Super Bowl shit. But I doubt the undefeated thing. I doubt that. Man, fuck Stephen A. Smith. Burrow going through his Herbert. Hey, and it's going to last a while because, Mike Brown cheap than a motherfucker. He ain't firing Zach Taylor anytime soon. See how long they had Marvin Williams. Not Marvin Williams, damn. Marvin. Why the hell did I say Marvin Williams? He's an NBA player. He was shocked the Jets fired solid, but not hacking when Rodgers threw 3 picks. Offense is problem, not defense. Yeah, well, Aaron Rodgers run the team. Bills got a 3-0 start. Fans got hope thinking they're a legit Super Bowl contender. I mean, look who they played the first 3 weeks. They played a bunch of shit jobbers, man. Who was it? They played the Jags. I'm trying to go off the top of my head here. Oh, fuck that. I got it in front of me. They played the Jags, the Dolphins, and the Cardinals. Those are 3 wins. Think they're gonna push the Steelers with Snoop Dogg now? What you mean? I know Snoop's always been a Steelers fan and a Rams fan when it's convenient, but I know his main team is Steelers. Nah, that's the team that came crashing down. There was a few teams we saw that came crashing down. It was this past week. Kind of Seattle. San Francisco is more of an accumulation of the past 3-4 years. It seems like they crashing back to earth. Steelers, Saints, they started off hot with them first 2 games, going 40-something points. They came back to reality. So, yeah, Steelers back to reality, dog. Like, could they win the AFC North? It's possible, but unlikely. Like, this shit looking like it's going to be Baltimore again. Unless they put in Russ and they magically do good, which there's so many glaring issues with that offense, it's not even funny. Yeah, they wouldn't do that. It'd be 100% scripted if Archie Manning gets drafted to the Giants. To keep the Manning legacy alive, talk about the nephew. I know who Archie is. Yeah, nigga from Texas. I wouldn't be surprised either. Chiefs not beating Texans, Bills, Niners, and Ravens all in the same year. Let's see, they already beat the Ravens. They haven't played the Bills yet. They beat the Bengals. Haven't played the Bills, Texans, and Niners yet. They'll keep pushing Caleb as a generational talent when Josh Daniels is way better than him. Jaden Daniels, excuse me. I mean, I think that Daniel's still gonna win Rookie of the Year. In case he won't get most spreads this season. Archie, 2026 class. Damn. Said the Lions winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, those words don't go together too well. Give the Commanders winning the East. Something about this kid, Jaden Daniels. He doesn't win a ring if they change the name to the Redskins. And they mentioned his mentor is none other than the first full black quarterback to ever win. He the only full black, really, to win. Doug Williams. So that is something to note. And he was at that game when they scored 42 points. 42 points, like how they scored 42 points in the Super Bowl when Doug Williams won with the Redskins. Y'all really would have won that game too, for real. But then again, Malik Neighbors dropped that pass that he easily should have caught. So there's that too. Super Bowl will be the most entertaining, not necessarily the best two teams. Shit, I hope so. Super Bowl 100. Hey man, that's a long time. If there's a Browns fans out there, that is a long ass time. Yeah, that's everything. So who I got in the Super Bowl? Green Bay Packers. So we're gonna be dead by Super Bowl 100. Hey, they found their groove. I was saying a little bit ago. You know, he wasn't a good fit for the Ravens, but hey, line up in that I formation or something, him would be straight. So yeah, it's starting to gel now. It's starting to click and everything like that. The funny thing about it though, about the Ravens game, was the fact usually they're in that position where they blow leads where they got a double-digit lead and they up in the fourth quarter. Granted, they led early and then the Bengals took the lead and shit. But it was funny that the roles were reversed for once. And the moment I saw that double stiff arm by Lamar, where this white dude name, I can't think of his name right now, where Hubbard couldn't really get to Lamar or didn't even make the effort for real to like really bring him down like that, and he made that pass across the field, likely for the touchdown. I was like, oh yeah, they might win this motherfucker. Aren't the Browns due for a new stadium? Yeah, they don't have an exact date yet, but I've seen the rendering for it because they're one of the proposed teams, and it looks like a shittier version of Lucas Oil Stadium. Like it looks like a what them shit's called? Like one of them big ass like chicken, one of them Tyson chicken places. It looked like one of those, at least from the shot, because it's like they got to put it in this like very. They really ain't got enough land for this shit, to be honest. It's like they got to squeeze it into a certain area because they got an airport like right around it too. It's a very Cleveland thing to do. It's a very Cleveland Browns thing to do. Lions win the Super Bowl. Licks is a fact. You just can't cope with reality. Is it a fact? Is it a fact? Because I highly doubt it. Because right now I'm reading opinion. Love will get his Super Bowl ring this year. That's what I'm thinking too. It got to be a Manning to win for the Giants. He said the league might be done by. It's gonna be full out flag football by Super Bowl 100. Said they never let the Lions win. They're just a feel good story. These elites know tons of normies that bet on them. But yeah, the Lions ain't finna win no goddamn Super Bowl, bro. Dolphin Stadium looks ugly as fuck. Oh, Hard Rock Stadium. Personally, I like the way it looks now versus what it used to be when it was Pro Player before they put those like awning things over it and shit. So yeah, right now, I don't mind the look of it. And I'm really surprised they just didn't outright go for a new stadium. But then again, I guess all that shit went to the Marlins, so they probably was gonna wait a little bit. The NFL gonna be soon wearing helmet condoms and tap tackles to reduce injuries like the NBA load management excuses. Hey, they ain't gonna be that bad. The load management part, that is. If football gets to the point where there's load management, you know shit fucked up. If you got to sit out some games for load management in a 17-game football season, whoo, boy, that's a very bad look. So that Commanders-Ravens game seems like it'll be really good. You had circled that one as an easy win before the season. Yeah, I thought so too. And then after seeing them on Sunday, I was like, shit, it's gonna be one of the ones. I wish it was prime time though. It's not. It's a 1 p.m. game. And then the 9:30, they give us this shitty ass Jaguars and Bears game that no one wants to see. Actually, Jags got 2 UK games this year. I think back to back. We got nervous when Seattle got the ball back. You thought y'all were gonna lose, especially when Geno ran that ball as far as he did, and they were practically in field goal range. I was like, shit, Seattle finna win now. But nah, they said, nah, we finna block some shit. But they don't deserve it for wasting Barry Sanders in a prime Megatron. Got the right quarterback to win Super. Man, stop lying. The Detroit Pistons. Over under 10% the Bengals make the playoffs, sitting at 1-4. I mean, it's still possible, but man, I really put that shit like 11%, like slightly over 10%. I lost to the Giants, and they are out. They are cooked. They not finna go on the little hot streak. You read it was supposed to be a flex primetime game, but CBS declined it. Damn. Well, compared to what they have, they should have made that shit primetime. Cincinnati at the Giants? Man, come on. You know damn well that shit should have been a 1 p.m. game for real. Well, anybody knows the Jags only play good when they play outside the country. Yeah, they trying to, they've teased for a while the Jags going across the country and playing in London and being like the first European NFL team. So that's why. To build up that fan base, get them familiar with this team over and over. That's why they got 2 back-to-back games over there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like I said, Detroit Cat Williams. Crazy that Bills are called Bills Mafia with no rings. The irony that Brady made that joke. But yeah, it's still early in the year. I don't remember if it was New Orleans. I know because I just watched the evolution of a black quarterback thing on Amazon. That had Michael Vick and shit in it. And I think I don't know if he's from New Orleans, but I know he's from Louisiana. Daniels mentor. Daniels went to LSU, so again, Louisiana. They can script in the Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. Are they still considered native team with the Commanders? Nah, man, they'd have to switch back to Redskins. But I doubt they let a black rookie quarterback, full black, go to the Super Bowl and win. against Patrick Mahomes. Assuming, the Chiefs go. So who want to play for the Jags if they make a move? That's what I'm saying. Like, and the travel will be a nightmare having to do that shit. Like, the layovers. It'd be a whole mess. It would be a whole mess. So fuck that, trying to watch football from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. is draining. Yeah, I usually don't even watch them early games, the 9 a.m. games. Fuck that. I ain't watching that shit. Because they don't really have no good teams on it anyway. Did Netflix get the Stephen A. documentary right? From my own perspective, I have not seen the Netflix version. I've seen podcasts, YouTubers talk about it years ago. Before it became a popular thing to talk about all of a sudden. I forgot the name of this podcast. It was like these two white girls. It was like an hour long where they revisited and they pieced the shit together perfectly. Like better than, and actually there was somebody else who did a good job too, but they pieced the shit together perfectly. And then I want to say it might have been, of all people, what's his name? Coach Greg Adams. I didn't know he made content that wasn't like that red pill shit. But he did a phenomenal, like, 20-minute YouTube video. I saw this shit back in, like, 2020. YouTube video, like, breaking it down with basically, with all the details laid out. Because I watched this is the White Girl podcast. I don't know what it's called. And Greg Adams video back to back. And basically, from what I gathered, McNair was set up, obviously. And in hell it could have been his mistress that did it. Because she didn't have any prior experience using a gun. So it couldn't have been her in the way the entry wound was on McNair. Anyone who didn't have experience with a gun couldn't have pulled that off. And there was a third person there as well. So I don't think so. It was like the mistress got the gun, I think, from her cousin. And like McNair's wife at the time ended up meeting up with the mistress, and they all knew each other. It was some weird shit. They all knew each other. And the craziest part about it was the fact that after McNair died, McNair's wife kicked his mom out of the house that he bought for her. I'm going to say it again. McNair's now widowed wife kicked his mom, McNair's mom, out of the house that Steve McNair bought for her and prevented her, Steve McNair's mom, from seeing her grandchildren. That's a huge red flag. I don't know what their relationship was like, but that is a huge red flag. He look like Lovey Smith. He do. That's funny. But I was just really surprised he made a video on Steve McNair of all things. And it was very in depth too. So the NFL don't like A-Rod for going against, yeah. Burrow ain't winning shit with the Bengals. You won a pair of Kobe's. That's what's up. Nigga said he won a pair of Kobe's. I'm finna be on here a few more minutes and then we finna get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, A, hit that like button. B, if you ain't done so, join the Discord. And what else? Subscribe to the channel if you ain't done so. Yeah. But nigga said he won a pair of Kobe's. Said Burrow or Flacco. Which one would I rather have now? Or who's better? Because obviously the one who's not 39 years old. Said Lamar will win the Super Bowl this year. Book it. Shit, I hope. I wouldn't book that shit, but I hope. You're wrong for that. Oh, it was a drawing. Okay, nice. So who I got? San Fran or Seattle, man. Seattle, they both had losses, really. Right now, I'm leaning more towards San Francisco to get right. Because if San Francisco do win, they'll push them to 3-3. Seattle will be 3-3. Arizona plays Green Bay. I don't really see Arizona winning that game, but it'll make that division tighter for now. And the Rams, they on the back burner. They back there. Right now, it is Derek with 42, me with 41, Dell with 34, and B with 29. Mind you, B missed a week, so he's basically, he doesn't have 16 picks because he wasn't there to make them. Hey, y'all both supposed to be Giants fans, man. Y'all two be sticking up for the Giants and shit. Y'all thought y'all was in this shit together. Lamar versus Mahomes wouldn't sell as much as Mahomes versus Allen. They'll rig it, and either way they want, Mahomes needs a rival. Shit, bro. Honestly, we tired of seeing Allen and Mahomes. Like, sure, Tony Romo would love Mahomes and Allen, but we've seen it enough. We've seen enough of him and Burrow. We've seen it. Everybody, honestly, the best matchups, even if it is 1-5, whatever the record is, the ones that put on the best show is Lamar versus Mahomes, and it's not even close. Yeah. He said something like that, but he was basically saying, him and Tim Brown was saying that Bill Callahan sabotaged the Raiders Super Bowl when they played the Buccaneers because going into the week they were supposed to have a run-heavy game plan, but they pound the rock. But instead they passed the ball like 50 times. We know Gannon threw a whole lot of picks in that game. The starting center. He went to Tijuana, got drunk and all this shit because obviously he knew why. And we saw what happened. Even John Lynch was talking to John Gruden on the sideline, talking about they're running the exact same plays we ran in practice, referring to the Raiders offense. So, yeah, I mean, I've been made a video on that shit too. And it's funny because Smith was on that Buccaneers team. And then obviously Jerry Rice and Tim Brown was on the Raiders side of that. And you got both sides saying the shit. That should tell you everything you need to know. The nigga who won said it. And the niggas who lost. So can't nobody say, oh, you salty. No. So if Allen and Mahomes play in the playoffs, Mahomes has to lose 99%. Would be on KC to win for sure. So we've seen the rivalry of Peyton and Tom too many times. Yeah, that shit even extended when Peyton went to Denver. So only white teams can win with the Ravens. Or white quarterbacks. Trent Dilfer, Joe Flacco. Romo's the biggest Josh Allen stan, right in front of Colin Cowherd. I don't listen to a lot of Colin. I forgot he wanted him too. Damn near treats bro like he plays for Dallas. It's gonna be the last one. In sports, biggest drop off. I'm trying to think now. Who had the biggest drop off in sports? I'm trying to go through. No, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods had the biggest drop off in sports history. Football wise, I want to say Le'Veon Bell football wise though. Granted, it's not all on him. It's not all on him. His running style didn't mesh with the Jets, and by the time he got to Baltimore, it was done with. You could throw in Todd Gurley after the knee injuries. Who else had a fall off? Crazy fall off. Trying to think. Anybody else had a mad crazy fall off? Yeah, I can't think of nobody else who had a crazier fall off than them. Derrick Rose, that's a good one. That's a good one. Derrick Rose. I was just thinking of Peyton Hillis, but his shit was like a year or two. I wasn't really gonna count that. No one really knew who he was. Niggas had to Google who Peyton Hillis was when he was on the cover of Madden. He was like, who is this white dude for the Browns on Madden? People didn't know who the fuck he was. But yeah, D Rose, that's a good one. D Rose, that's a good one. You got D Rose, I still say Tiger Woods number one. Because Tiger was winning for so long. Ever since I was a kid, Tiger Woods was winning. The nigga had a golf game named after. A black dude had a golf game named after him. That's some crazy shit. Said Michael Thomas. Is he in the league? I know he ain't with the Saints. What happened to Michael Thomas? He had a crazy fall off too. Said Hainsworth laid on the ground for a play, didn't even try. Yeah, and they called his ass out on Monday Night Football for that shit. He actually had a burger spot up here a couple blocks away. I think it's closed now. I think it closed during COVID. But yeah, he had I think it was called BurgerFi. I don't think I ever went, but he had a spot, and when it first opened, that bitch had a long ass line. Didn't think he'd be Houston Deshaun Watson, but holy fuck, you didn't see this coming. Wash doesn't do his college. Yeah, man, like it's a weird mix of he don't give a fuck mixed with the Browns are shit in so many ways. Stefanski, bad offensive line play. Deshaun holds the ball too long. He's seeing ghosts. It's a lot. The man that lost his confidence, injuries. It is like every single bad thing that can happen to a quarterback happened to this nigga in the span of 2 years. Whether it be legal issues off the field, going to the worst franchise historically in the NFL, to bad offensive line, bad coaching. It's a mess. It's literally the recipe for shit. The only thing he can compensate with is, $230 million. So these quarterbacks never got hurt this much. 20 years ago, proves it's rigged to control the script. I mean, the biggest thing is they never got hurt this much. I mean, back then, there was mostly pocket passes, though. Like 20 years ago. Like, the running quarterback was kind of like an anomaly, and that wasn't even, what's the word? It was looked down upon at that point. So we'd rather have a pocket passing quarterback. So I wouldn't say it just proves it's rigged to control the script by any means. And ain't no telling what the fuck they was on either. How much Vicodin they was, how many pills, how many perks they was popping. We know about Brett Favre and his Vicodin and shit. Kenny Galladay did have a crazy fall off. So Deshaun's plays reverse glorifying Baker Mayfield as a Brown. Now people are like Baker was always him and ignore how turnover prone he was. He just became a really good quarterback in Tampa for the first time in his career. And it was what's the homeboy named Canales, coach of the Panthers. He's the one who's responsible, quote unquote, for his resurgence. Oh, that nigga got destroyed. Andrew Luck got destroyed, dog. Like, I don't blame him for retiring. And apparently for people that played on that coaching, they were saying they was booing when they found out the nigga was retiring. Colts fans were booing. That's crazy. So Joe Flacco, the hero. So Herbert might be the next Luck leaving the league early. Nah, probably He's stubborn as shit, but Tua. But yeah, man, I'm finna get me some food, man. I'm finna get on out of here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. We'll be live this Thursday for Rigging NFL Pregame Pick'em Week 6 edition. And again, if you haven't done so now, join the Discord. The link is below. We out.